Hey guys, I am back with a fall DIY. It's a fall garland, and everything you need for the project is listed in the description box. But I'm going to start off with some gold glitter on these pine cones, and I just picked these pine cones up out of the yard, and I'm just going to put this gold glitter using glitter and Mod Podge all over the pine cones and just kind of let them sit until they dry. And that's just going to give it a little extra sparkle. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these leaves and berries that I got from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, everything's in the description box, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to apply the combination of gold glitter and Mod Podge. And that's just going to give the arrangement some sparkle, but if you don't want the sparkle, this step can definitely be skipped. And I'm going to cut them down really long all the way to the base of the stem, because I'm going to use the stem of these to wrap around the garland, because these are wired, so they will, they can easily be bent to hold on to the garland. Gonna let these sit for a few hours until they dry. Now the base of this garland is, I'm gonna use this wired garland ties that I got from the Dollar Tree, because right now they do have Christmas items in there. This is a Christmas item, but I'm just gonna band all of these together, and I believe each pack comes with 12. And so I'm just going to tie them together at the end of each, maybe going in about 1.5 inches on the ends. I'm just going to twist them around each other, and I'm going to make a long base for the garland. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I use the entire pack, which includes, I believe it is 12 pieces. And that's going to make it long enough to fit my fireplace. And then I'm going to take another pack, and I'm going to attach a piece going across, and this is going to serve as my ties to tie everything to the garland. So I'm just going to take one piece across, and I'm going to go every 3 to 6 inches. So right when I first start, I'm going to go every 6 inches, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to go every 3 inches in between. And I'm using 2 packs to do this. So if you do this, go ahead and start with every 3 inches and place a tie there. And that's just going to allow your arrangement to look fuller. I'm going to use 2 different types of decorative mesh, and I'm going to use this plaid ribbon, which I absolutely love. This year I'm going very traditional for Thanksgiving, fall, and for Christmas. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the darker mesh ribbon on first, and I'm trying to decide if I should go with the 6-inch spot or the 3-inch spot. So that's why you see me kind of being indecisive here. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the 6-inch. I'm going to place them on every other tie. I try placing them on every tie first, and then eventually I'm going to go with every other once I get on the other side. But you can definitely do every single tie, which would be 3 inches. It doesn't matter, it's just really personal preference. So I'm going to go into my second roll of the dark brown mesh, and now I'm going to start with the gold mesh. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off in the exact same spot, but then I'm going to alternate. Wherever I tied off the brown mesh, I'm going to skip over that one and then tie off the gold mesh. And so that's just going to make it look more interesting and not so uniform. So I'm going to skip over the second one, and then I'm going to tie it off up above. So I'm going to tie it off at every other or so But this, you can definitely do it on every single tie off. It just depends on how you want it to be. And as far as the mesh, you want to leave it pretty loose. You want some really big, some really big areas so that the mesh can kind of like flow and kind of stand up a bit. And that will make it look more full. And then I'm going to go in with the ribbon. You can use any ribbon of your choice. I just decided to go with this plaid ribbon because I wanted a more traditional look. I've decided to go more traditional. Even for Christmas, I'm gonna go with the reds and golds and silvers and things like that. It's gonna be a more traditional type Christmas this year. Really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to fall, to where we can get some cooler temperatures, because here in South Carolina where I live, we still have 90-degree temperatures here. So I'm going to apply this ribbon, and what I'm doing is I'm making a bow, and I'm making it every 6 inches or so, and I'm just folding it over and then cutting the tail. And I did use 3 rolls of ribbon total. Use 3 rolls of the plaid ribbon. I think this entire thing cost me about $15 total, I believe. So I'm just going to keep cutting it, and I'm cutting it on an angle just to give it more of a finished look. Cutting the tail of the ribbon. And you could definitely do a double bow if you want to, and that'll give it even a more full look, but you probably need like 4, you probably need at least 4 of the plaid ribbons in order to do that. You could also use 2 different color ribbons. Now I'm going to go in with these leaves, and I'm going to just place them on either side of the arrangement. So I have the maple leaves, and then I also have some grape leaves, and I just mix them up, and I'm placing them on either side here, and I'm placing them as close as I can to where I put the plaid ribbon. That's what I'm going by. And then in the center, I'm going to put the berries. The berries are going to go in the center here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to get close to the ribbon, as I'm just going to use that as a marker. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm using the stem of the berries and the stem of the maple leaves to attach them to the garland. I'm just wrapping it around because the stems are wired, so that makes it really easy to attach them. And definitely more stems and leaves can be added. And then I'm going to use these really bling pumpkins. And I'm going to attach these just using hot glue. I have my hot glue gun right here. It's ready. And I'm going to place it right on the bottom. And the ribbons are wired as well, so they can be adjusted quite easily. And I'm going to use 3 of these bling pumpkins. Okay. And I'm going to attach one in the center, then I'm going to attach one to the left of the arrangement, and then one to the right. Trying to keep the spacing about the same, so that when I put it up on the mantle, it'll be symmetrical, basically. And the wire ribbons, they can definitely be moved around to make a more finished look. Now I'm going to go in with the pine cones, and I'm going to attach the pine cones using hot glue as well. Now another option, if you don't want to use hot glue to attach the pine cones, you can wrap some floral wire around it and then attach the wire to the garland. That could easily be done. And I'm going to be making a wreath similar to this, but using different ribbon that's going to go on my front door. So that's probably going to be my next video. And I'm also going to be making two fall floral arrangements to go on the base of the fireplace. So there are going to be at least two more fall DIY videos coming up. I'm also going to go in with these flowers here, and initially I'm going to start off by just placing them. I'm using hot glue to place them there too, and I'm going to start off just using hot glue, and I'm placing them around where I have the pine cones. I'm just using the pine cones as a marker, and then I'm also looking for any blank spaces, like any spaces where it seems like something should be there. So guys, here's the finished product. I absolutely love it. I hung it up on the mantle using some command hooks, and the camera is not picking up on the colors, but this is absolutely stunning in the room. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next video. And it will be another budget-friendly fall DIY.